Hello, welcome to another recipe for the Parsons Pantry. Tonight, we're going to make use of that pre-cooked chicken from our whole chicken and broth recipe. I told you it's going to pop up everywhere, but this is a great low-cost, super easy, very quick dinner that you can rustle up for your family with pre-cooked chicken. Hey, we're still saving that $30 and even more. We are building a terrain with our health to make things better. It doesn't matter if it's flu and cold season or not, let's take care of ourselves. Tonight, we are making white chicken chili. Now I know, as soon as you hear the word chili, you think beans. Well, there's no beans in this, but it is amazing. It has sweet potatoes, cilantro, fajita seasoned chicken. It is awesome.
This recipe calls for 2 to 3 cups of diced chicken. Now you can use your pre-cooked chicken for this. This is an excellent way to stretch it and make it taste completely different. We're also going to use a dash of onion powder, about 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of crushed cayenne pepper. This is the kicker. You've got to have it. And a little salt and pepper to taste. As for our vegetables, we're going to start with 2 bell peppers diced, 3 to 4 sweet potatoes. If they're large, use 3. If they're small, use 4 or 5. Those will be diced as well. I'm going to give you a little bit more information on those in a minute. 1 large onion diced, a little bit of avocado oil to saute things in, and a whole bunch of cilantro. So 1 whole set of cilantro, and we're going to chop that pretty fine. Finally, we'll have about 10 cups of chicken broth. So it's time to dig out that chicken broth. But as you can see, right now I am dicing up our bell peppers and our onions. Now chop your cilantro. You want to make sure you don't have too many of the twigs in there. So you want mostly the leaves, but yes, chop it really fine. Once you get to your sweet potatoes, now you want to score them. Now I start with them raw, and I'm going to cut around the center of it. Next, drop those sweet potatoes in a pot with just some boiling water. You want to go ahead and boil those for about 15 minutes. While those are boiling, you can go ahead and saute your onions and bell pepper. Once you finish sauteing your onions and peppers, let's go ahead and reheat our pre-cooked chicken. We're going to use the Parsons Pantry fajita seasoning on this chicken. It is going to give it a wonderful flavor that's completely unique and different. This is how you make that pre-cooked chicken stretch without it becoming boring. After 15 minutes of boiling, let's pull our sweet potatoes off and let them cool for just a few moments. Once they're cooled, remove them from the water, let them cool a little bit more, but not too much. You still want them warm for this part. Next, grab your cooking mitts or a rag, and you're gonna hold one end and just pull, lightly pull, and the peeling will come right off. Once you've pulled the peeling off and they've cooked for 15 minutes, it makes the slicing of it much easier. As you know, sweet potatoes are very coarse, they're very difficult to chop, but doing this step of boiling them and then removing the outer peeling makes it much simpler to chop, makes it a lot quicker to process, a lot easier on your hands, and you're going to go ahead and drop those into 10 cups of chicken broth.
It is now time. We are going to pop our sweet potatoes into our chicken broth. Now, if you have made the whole chicken and broth recipe, all you have to do is thaw out several cubes of broth into this pot and you're ready to go. You want about 64 ounces of broth, which is 8 cups. Once it has boiled for a time to soften that sweet potato just a little bit more, we're gonna add our other vegetables into the pot. First, we're gonna add our bell peppers and onion. Next, we'll throw in our cilantro, and this really makes this soup, this chili. I'm so sorry. Next, let's add our spices. I don't know about you, but I like to measure mine in advance. I don't like to be rushed while I am cooking, trying to get the measurements right. So I usually put them in a nice little bowl or individual bowls if they're larger quantities. But I'm gonna shake that all right into the soup, and then we'll stir it around. Time to pop in the chicken. Now we want it to simmer for 10 to 15 minutes to pick up all of that wonderful seasoning together. I told you it was easy, and now it's gonna taste great. Thank you for joining me today as we made our white chicken chili, and stay tuned, more is coming.